Hey, Mord.
What's up?
Take your map back. I think I've gotten all that I'm going to get from it.
Okay. I'll keep it. I'll hang on to it. If anybody needs it, I think I need it, really. So
It will be fine. We'll be fine. Let's just make sure we stick together.
So,
all right, everyone.
Okay.
Flashlights on.
How are you guys moving through this cave?
With our feet.
Who's at the front of the group? Who's in the middle of the group? Who's at the back of the group? Is my question.
Dusk is leading the way, right?
Dusk walked
Dan?
in. He's letting you guys kind of figure out where you're going.
I'll take point.
So D's at the front.
I can come second because I can help fill out the light.
Okay. So Jurnee following, and then
So I think it's like Dan, Jurnee, Dusk, then Palmer.
Palmer in the back. I'm almost positive.
Yeah,
and then you're like catching up.
I want that.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
That gag of you guys turning around and seeing animal eyes.
Right.
It's great.
And also the freedom to just disappear.
Yeah.
Whenever you need to.
I'm tracking. Yeah. So I've got a flashlight and I've got a gun, and it's cave time.
It's cave time, baby.
You got flashlights and flares on you.
All right, Dan, you're leading the charge. Can you give me a cool roll? Just like a straight up and down.
A crawl?
Cool roll.
I'll give you a nice, cool roll once I remember how. There we go. That's a full 12.
Nice. Yeah, so I think what
coolest.
happens is you guys kind of descend into the mouth of this cave. It is obviously dark, and it's still very early in the morning, so you're not getting a lot of natural light. And eventually, like, you hit a turn, and you flat out need your lights from now on.
Pitch black.
As you're moving through the process of this, Dan, what are you thinking?
Dan, being a particularly anxious human being, only has that like amplified right now. And like this, he's sort of like jumping at the slightest sounds and echoes in the cave, and he doesn't really know what to expect because I don't think he's seen anyone in the Brotherhood turn before, if that's indeed what's happening, but he has a suspicion that it might be. He's sort of like, he doesn't really consider that a real possibility. He's like, no one will be that stupid. So he's sort of brushing that off. But yeah, mostly just focusing on the task at hand other than that.
Good. Yeah, you hear like your footsteps like echoing off the walls of this cave, and like the dripping of water in the background as you guys work your way through and around. And Mordicai, are you looking at the map?
Palmer's in front of me, walking, I guess. And I am looking at the map as I'm walking with blunt in one hand and flashlight. I'm like holding the map and the blunt at the same time with the flashlight, looking down, not really looking where I'm going.
We can follow the scent to work our way back out of the cave if we get lost.
True. I mean, I guess smoking inside of a closed space like this, not a great idea, but Mordecai's not entirely concerned by it. Looking at the map and kind of where we are, does the path like fork or anything, like split off, or can I tell, or am I cognizant of it?
Yeah, I think you're kind of tracking where you guys are going, and like, okay, I've taken this fork here to the right, and okay, now we're taking the path to the left, and you know that this cave splits in like multiple parts, and that's going to be pretty easy to get lost in here.
On the map, is there like a central chamber or like a main chamber, or do the paths loop into like a central location or anything?
Let's say that it does. And
Okay.
So as you guys are working your way through, I think Dan, you lead the group into this large open room that splits off into 4 or 5 other separate paths. But this seems to be like the main planning station of the mining operation when it was active.
We should split up, right?
Absolutely not.
Are you sure, though?
I thought I just mentioned like a few scenes ago about how I watched a lot of horror movies and that splitting up is like really dangerous and a bad idea because you die.
Yeah, but that's a movie. You don't believe in that stuff, right?
I don't know what I believe in anymore, given these gestures to her head And these
True that.
gestures to her friends.
I guess the last year we did kind of go through a lot of like existential crises and growth and stuff, particularly the two of us.
Yeah, a lot happened.
All right, you know what? You're right, Jurnee.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh.
Probably. But
Do you have, like, woodland creatures you could send for us?
they're on their way. But you know what, Jurnee?
Yeah.
Right is right. What
Okay.
could go wrong? And I'm just gonna start walking to the rightmost path.
Okay, I guess we're going right then.
Right.
Like, afraid to split from the group, so.
Okay, so Mordicai and Jurnee are going off to the right.
Are the rest of them not coming?
I'm following.
That's up to them.
I'm absolutely
guy.
following.
Oh, God.
Well, you guys followed me this time? Great.
We're in a cave, dude.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Dusk would also like go along with you.
Whew.
Dusk's just gonna chill out, like summon a folding chair and just, catch some rays.
Would you say that this is kind of immediate danger?
Yeah, this is absolutely like triggering your what could go wrong. This is immediate danger. You get like 3 hold off of that
2.
too that you can spend on things.
Yeah, pretty much. So, anything happening in this tunnel? Any, like, bats I can talk to? Now, you said no animals, but maybe some got trapped behind the barrier.
Actually, roll investigate a mystery for me.
Alright. Investigate a mystery. Boom. Okay, it's not bad. It ain't bad.
Okay, yeah, on a 9 you hold 1.
Okay. What is being concealed here seems like my best question, but there's the flexible alt, I guess, right? So
Yeah.
that actually might be my best question. Maybe a general question. I can ask you a general question with flex alt. Does it seem like I am approaching anything unusual as far as caves go?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think looking around and thinking about it, and especially since with your like sensitivity to nature and sensitivity to animals, you would pick up something is pretty off about this, because normally even in mines and things like that, there are still like animals that live in those spaces. There are like rats and bats and other things that may or may not rhyme with at.
Cats.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
But you don't hear or notice any of that.
So like no animal sign.
There's distinctly no signs of animals.
Oh, so that's
And
like no tracks, no scat, not like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing. And that's really unusual to you. It seems like towards the front of the cave, you saw like some things. You remember seeing some tracks and things like that. But as you go like deeper and deeper into this, you are seeing less and less of that until like just now you're realizing like there hasn't been anything for minutes.
Oh, damn. Hey, Dan, this is probably not a good place.
Yeah, kind of
For
like.
sure.
I was kind of getting those vibes.
There are no animals here, man. Like, I don't see any, like, bat guano or, like, small animal tracks or
Shit, is that right?
anything. Not even the lowliest of worm have I spotted.
How long has this place been sealed off for?
Had to be a long time, man.
I do not feel good about this. Keep your head up.
Aye, aye.
You guys move further and further into this area, and you're on edge. As you move further into this, you start hearing like muffled sounds of scuffling. If you listen for it, it sounds like it could be both in front of and behind you.
Oh.
Oh, like 2 sources.
Yeah.
Hey, my dudes. Anybody hearing that?
The little, like, sound.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody caught that. I was just telling Dan I'm like 99% sure there are no animals in here, so...
Oh.
Palmer, keep your eyes in the back of your head wide open.
It's coming from everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we should probably get back to the big room.
The big room? We should go
Big
back?
room. We should go back.
Like turn tail?
Yeah,
Okay.
straight up.
Okay, let's go then.
What about going forward more?
If we're going to be surrounded, I don't want to do it in a hallway.
Fair enough. Palmer,
okay.
lead the way, dude.
Let's go.
Towards the sounds.
The sound is
But
coming
like
from
back
both
the way we
directions.
came.
So there's no way that is not towards the sounds.
Okay.
Dan, what if I just like flamethrower it in front of us?
It only goes so far, dude.
Wait,
Save that for when you
we're
can see
attacking
them.
Someone,
Wait till you can see the whites of their eyes, if they have whites in their eyes, and if they have eyes, just wait, okay?
We confirmed they don't. What if Harker is like looking around a corner and he's gonna like shank us?
Well, then don't get shanked.
As you guys are starting to like kind of discuss this, you've moved a little bit further back, but you're not like all the way into the central chamber. I think you see the doorway to the central chamber, and then you see two Dark Watchers come around the sides of it and start making their way towards you guys.
Dan, can I do the flamethrower now?
Yeah, dude, it's all yours. I stepped
All
to the
right,
side.
I'm gonna take a big old inhale on my weed resource, and I'm going to open the doors and cast some magic.
Yeah, roll that.
Make it happen, King.
Hell yeah, brother! Oh no!
What's that?
That's super duper bad.
That's
super duper
That's
bad.
super duper bad. It's a failure.
Oh god.
Love.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
damn!
I'm gonna start taking some hard moves. Uh, so I think what happens is that like you inhale to do this,
Fire!
and you choke on it,
Oh,
and
no!
it sputters in your chest. And Mordicai, you take 1 harm, and as that happens, these Dark Watchers like focus in and start to. They were just like walking normally, and they then crouch on all fours and start running along the sides of the walls towards
Oh, hell
you,
no.
Good.
Palmer and Mordecai. They're coming straight at you guys first, and Mordecai is currently choking.
All right, let's get some measurements here. Let's get out the tape measure. How wide and how tall is this tunnel?
Enough.
All right, cool.
Yo, I'm gonna need a minute. You guys got it.
These things are coming right at you, Palmer.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental.
Jurnee turns to Mordecai and is like, "Do you need CPR or the Heimlich maneuver? I've been trained. I took one of those classes. Maybe my license is expired,
No,
but
it's
I'm
not
sure
the
it's
time.
fine. Are you okay?
Now it's not the time.
No. Okay.
I think
I'm just
turns
choking.
around and like pulls his gun and tries to take a shot at one of these things, and we hear just like gunshot ring out in the cramped.
Oh god, that's gonna
Oh,
hurt our ears though, right? In the cave.
They're still coming right at you. I think at this point, Palmer, one of these guys has reached you, and it is just pouncing on top of you and like pushing you to the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll weapon.
I will weapon.
I will weapon.
I am going to weapon.
Or I can also just try to punch because I have smite.
Yeah, I would
fuck,
say
yeah.
at like this point, it's like it's on top of you. I don't think you're going to be able to whip.
Okay. In that case, like a one of these sort of jabs, like a flat.
Oh,
what
nice.
would you call
Knife
that?
hand.
Knife hand. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then I have smite, so it counts as 2 harm. Hand messy.
Cool. Yeah, kick some ass.
And it counts as magical too, doesn't it, with Smite?
You tell me.
I was just looking at it a minute ago because I'm close to leveling up.
2 harm, intimate, and messy. No magic bonus.
7.
Your body and divine weapons always count as a weakness against the monsters you fight, so there's
Yeah.
that. Mixed success.
Yeah, you definitely like hit this thing for its 2 harm. You hit it with like your right hand, and it takes your arm and just pins your left arm further down into the ground. And it's going to pretty much it like slams your wrist against the ground for 2 harm.
You
And
could
it's
argue
going-
that depending on the person, that's not a bad thing and would not hurt and would actually be kind of cool, actually.
It wouldn't make it not hurt. It's just a matter of how you would contextualize the hurt, you know?
Regardless of whether or not she's into
Tell us
it.
about Palmer's cakes.
Just a quick reminder for our listeners: remember to check back every
my
week
God.
for our Patreon account.
I have
Just a
divine.
brief intermission for our listeners. Remember to like and subscribe on Spotify to
Oh
the
my
Memester
God.
of the Week podcast.
The one they're listening to?
We
right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember,
Just don't
that
forget
now
to,
leave reviews on Spotify. You can now leave stars on Spotify. Please give us 5 stars.
Why?
And don't forget to follow the Memester of the Week Twitter account. That's Memester OTW Pod on Twitter.com.
So much.
Once again, at Memester OTW Pod.
Driving away the people that are already listening. That's all you're doing.
Well, Tyler was kind enough to already say most of what I need to. This week's promo is from the 3 Pillars of D&D, so check them out.
Have you ever wanted a dad and his 2 teenagers to give you a comprehensive breakdown of classes, races, and planes of Dungeons & Dragons 5e?
Have you ever wanted those same people to discuss example characters based on the combat, exploration, and social interaction pillars of D&D storytelling?
Do you like listening to 3 chuckleheads make terrible puns and trip over the simplest words?
Well, then you're in luck. We're the 3 Pillars of D&D cast.
And that is exactly what we do.
Find us wherever quality podcasts are sold.
And once again, thank you guys so much for listening to the show, and let's get back to it. The Dark Watcher slams your wrist into the ground, and you take 2 harm from that. And then you see its like maw open up over you, and I need you to roll plus tough.
I know this trick.
Nice.
I can't try to like force his mouth shut. There you go. 9.
Could I help her?
Yeah, you could roll a help out.
Okay.
Give me 2 a 10, baby.
That's a failure.
All right.
Okay, so Jurnee trips over a rock in the cave and falls flat on her face, trying to help. And dies. The end. Takes
and
1
dies.
harm.
No, when you fail on a help out roll, you expose yourself to the same danger that she is.
Well, great. I trip over a rock into Palmer then.
So you
Not just into Palmer, into the poison gas.
You failed successfully, right? Like you pulled it up, but it's just in your face now.
It's both.
We both get got. Is that how this works?
I think so.
I got a 9.
Yeah, which
Like,
means you only take harm and you are not poisoned.
Oh.
Okay.
So do I take harm and I'm poisoned?
I think so.
Back.
How much?
How much harm do they take? Because I can reduce harm by 1 on somebody.
Yeah, both of them would take 1 harm.
Well, my armor ignores that, so.
I don't have any armor, right?
Yeah, you don't have any harm.
I didn't think so.
So I will spend 1 hold to reduce someone's harm suffered by 1. And maybe I just like flick my sword really fast and kind of blow the smoke the gas away.
No, try again.
Cloud breathing, 3rd form. Helicopter the sword.
I will strike my flare. I will light my flare and kind of try to burn it up as it's approaching her face, body.
Yeah.
So then, do I not take any harm?
Yeah, so you don't take any harm.
But I am poisoned?
Yes.
How do I do that? How do I do the poisoning?
Basically, it's a...
Whenever you feel like it, I hurt more.
Yeah, I mean, basically, poisoning will be like, you mark unstable, regardless of whether or not, of how much harm that you have.
Neat. Okay.
So just mark unstable, and you will take...
I am super unstable, not that that's new, but...
Yeah.
Okay, well, an attempt was made. Now what do we do?
Well, there's this guy. There's two of these guys, and one of them is like
on us.
One of them is on us. One of them is about to be on top of Mordicai.
I'm gonna focus my flashlight in on the one that is actively pinning down Palmer, and I'm gonna try and utter an incantation to banish this creature from the place that it inhabits.
Yeah, do it.
Because that's not something I've tried much lately. That's going to be a mixed success.
Okay, so choose a glitch.
I'm just going to take 1 harm. Just an easy, clean harm. The flashlight gets really hot and it burns my hand for a second.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you feel the light from the flashlight intensify, and you see the beam of light narrow in on specifically this creature.
Ooh, and as the beam narrows, the creature disappears outside of the beam.
Ooh,
yeah,
cool.
Absolutely.
And it just sort of like closes him out.
Yeah, it's just like forcing it away.
And I'm gonna say that as the cost for this, the flashlight is completely burnt out.
Yeah, I think that's an entirely fair thing.
That's cool.
Because
I like that.
the light also goes out on the flashlight.
Yeah, so I drop it, but one guy banished.
Yeah, and the other guy is taking a swing at Mordicai. Why don't you roll Act Under Pressure to get out of the way?
I'm gonna spend my last hold to take +2 forward on this.
Fuck yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, another failure.
I still
We're doing so
failed.
great.
Oh,
I leveled up though. That's chill.
Wait,
Yeah, that's great.
That
This
includes
thing
your roll.
smacks the shit out of you.
Jesus.
Fuck.
In no uncertain terms, this thing like takes its like gnarled hand and swings it across your chest and knocks you back into the wall, and you take 3 harm.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in a very, very, very bad place.
Did you
I
heal
could
your harm when
die
you
here.
rested?
I would like to
I did.
tune in. I've never used this move before.
Okay.
Can I use it?
Well, sure. What does it do?
You can attune your mind to a monster or a minion. And I want to see if I can try to attract its attention away from Mordicai so it doesn't completely turn him into a puddle of Mordicai.
Yeah.
Okay, here I go. Yee. Excuse me. Ho ho!
There we go. Success.
Finally! This is my first success roll of the day.
Fuck
They
yeah.
have all been mixed up to this point.
Okay, so you can hold 3,
Oh.
and you get to ask these different questions. Where's the creature right now? What is it
Yeah.
planning to do? Who is it going to attack next?
Okay, these questions suck.
Who does it regard as the biggest threat? How do I attract its attention?
I'll handle... Yeah, let's go with those last 2.
How do you attract its attention?
Yeah.
It doesn't like light. It doesn't like fire.
I am the embodiment of light right now.
Wow.
So true.
I am the light.
I have 2 flashlights on my head. Okay. And who does it regard as the biggest threat? I don't know why that would be really helpful. But...
I think right now it just saw Dan
yes.
disappear its friend.
That's true.
And so it regards Dan as like the biggest threat in this situation currently.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to attract it with light when I already have 2 lights on my head. I don't know how more attractive I can be to it.
I mean,
I could jump around a lot.
yeah,
I find that works.
I need a 3rd flashlight. I need a bigger flashlight. Can I turn my horns into a magnifying glass?
Sure.
I don't have glass. That wouldn't make any sense.
Burn it like an ant.
Magic.
Magic.
There's no sun.
Yeah, I know. It's not gonna work as well as the sun because it's artificial light, right? So, I don't know then.
You have a flare.
That's true.
Yeah, you also have a flare.
I forgot I have a flare.
I think that's
Okay.
pretty much textbook how to distract something.
Okay.
You ever seen
So
Jurassic
then-
Park?
True.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna
They do
turn
move in herds.
my flashy head to to Dan and be like, Dan, can you get Mordicai out of there?
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna distract it. So go get Mordicai. And she runs forward, like, what do you call? Starts the flare, sets off the flare,
Lights the
uses
flare.
the flare. What is the word?
I press A to activate the flare.
Yes, activate the flare. And she's gonna toss it right toward the thing, and then proceed to just make a bunch of noise and general chaos in the direction of the thing.
Yeah, I think
This cannot go wrong.
I think this thing like shies away from the flare and then looks at the direction that was thrown in and sees you like waving your arms and yelling at it. What
Moving my head around so I can
Just-
get like a lot of the flashlight action.
for me,
Yes.
give me like 2 things that you say to this creature to try and get its attention.
Okay.
This is my favorite version of like, what is your hellish mockery or whatever, vicious mockery.
Yeah.
I mean, like, basically, we're playing Mad Libs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This is your scenario.
Okay, so Jurnee, yeets the flare and is like, Hey, you discount Dementor! Look at me!
Awesome. See,
Damn.
that was worth taking the side trip for, wasn't it?
Now that's content.
And I think after saying that and seeing the monster's attention turn toward her, she kind of realizes, like, I've kind of boned myself and proceeds to, like, turn around and start, like, running in random directions. Doing the whole, like, the thing that you do when you're supposed to run from, like, an alligator or whatever.
Fucking
where you're
serpentine.
just strafing. Yeah. Down the hall into, like, toward the big room.
Yeah, I think that this Dark Watcher, like, leaves Mordicai and focuses in on you. You see the light inside of it that, like, kind of makes up its eyes, like, narrow and focus in your direction. And then we see it, like, its body shift and, like, cling onto the wall and then crawl up it and along the ceiling as it, like,
Good,
chases
lovely.
after you.
Jesus Christ. Can I have magic to make me faster? Well, I mean,
I can
Okay.
step in. Now that my dude has been disintegrated in front of
Banished,
me,
specifically.
I can do a little bit of a whip on the other one.
sure. Or yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, let's do what Palmer's doing and then what you're doing.
Okay.
Just to give you
So
some
Palmer, you want to
some-
turn around and give it a whip?
Yeah,
You keep saying it like that.
I'm giving her some breathing time.
Some breathing room.
I'm going to
Keep
shout after
thinking.
you, hey, be careful, we heard more,
Got a
just as you're
13?
disappearing.
Ah,
Got a
yes.
13.
Look at that advanced success.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you whip it into oblivion.
Like, I might actually do that.
I told you Sarah was doing whippets earlier. They're paying off now.
You
Do you
got me.
kick some ass as an advanced move?
Probably not.
It's in the
I
bottom
don't
right
know.
of your
How would
character
I?
sheet.
How would I know?
It's under level up, so you can
under
see
your
which
level
moves are
ups.
advanced.
You'd have to, like, choose it as a thing when you level up, right?
Then probably.
Yeah, you would
not.
have had to, yeah, you haven't gotten to that point yet. You can just now start to advance your moves on your next level.
Yeah, I haven't been failing enough. Sucks to suck.
Damn.
Yeah, you're right on the edge of it.
Sucks to not suck.
Still, you get to choose one extra effect. You take the advantage, you give the advantage, you inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want.
I would like to give one forward to Mordecai.
Okay.
T.Y. Palmy.
Keep that in mind.
Noise.
And
All right.
you
Hated
do
that.
some
Sorry.
damage. You do some damage to this guy as your whip, like, lashes along its back as it's crawling along the ceiling towards you, Jurnee.
Yeah, because no, it's crawling.
Attack of opportunity, right?
I'm gonna try to jinx it as I'm running.
Cool. Yeah, roll Jinx.
Hopefully that will work. And if not, I don't know.
Loved Arcane. Great show.
Okay, mixed.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, you hold 1.
Okay.
So you can interfere with a hunter, you can help a hunter, you can interfere with a minion monster or bystander, you can inflict 1 harm, they can find something that you left for them, or they can lose something that you soon find.
I don't feel like those two would be very helpful right now. So I think what I'm going to do is inflict 1 harm on the target due to an accident. The accident being Jurnee trips over another rock and causes a little bit of a cascade in the cave, and some more rocks collapse and hit the monster.
Oh, great.
Yeah. You know, I
I'm
think
sorry.
that is
Hold You
a great-
fall so hard
You eat shit so good.
that you cause a small cave in, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, just like a little one. There's some loose rocks, you know,
Mhm.
just
yeah.
a few.
You know what? I think that makes perfect sense, and I'm also going to take a hard move here.
Oh.
And you do actually cause a cave in, and you separate yourself from
Oh shit balls!
the rest of the group.
Oh
Jinxed
no.
again.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Don't forget that you are still poisoned.
I know. And I fell on my face.
And my shoes fell off.
But this creature does get
God.
crushed under
Oh,
the rubble
well, that
of
worked.
this cave in. All of these rocks come crashing down on it, and you see, like, its claw, like, sticking out of the rock, and then it just dissolves, and you see like a skeletal hand left there.
Nice.
Cool. I think
we don't see Jurnee anymore.
Yeah. Can we?
Nor do we see
can
the
I,
light at the
like,
beginning of the tunnel.
Can we hear anything else?
I think you guys can shout to each other, but there's not like a way to get through.
No, I don't mean that.
the
I mean,
rubble.
like, can we hear any more of those things coming after us, like, immediately, like right now? Or is it just quiet right now?
Let me.
Oh no.
I mean, is it
Consider-
even dead?
Yeah, we got the second one.
It dissolved into a skeleton.
Yeah, it became
The first
skeletal.
one explicitly was banished, not destroyed. So keep that in mind.
Jurnee, roll me read a bad situation.
Okay.
And I'm also going to
bad situation.
run over to the rock cave-in and shout, Jurnee, are you dead?
Not yet. Ow.
Okay, she's fine. She's not actively screaming, so I don't think she's actively dying. Hold on, I haven't read the bad situation yet.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Okay. Oh, shit. God damn it. Every time it's mixed.
Hey, better than failing.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hold one. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
What is the best way? I'm not sure if it's in or out. I guess.
I mean, which way do you want to go?
I want to reunite with everybody. So.
I think you can tell, and you saw a glimpse of the map previously.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of understand how these caves are laid out. In that, now that there has been a cave-in on this side, the tunnels to this cave were all laid out in kind of a loop.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to reunite with the group is going to be to proceed forward through the cave and keep on the left side so you can loop back to the central chamber.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm loving all of this. I'm just gonna angel wings. Like, I was
God, and now Palmer's gone.
Listen, I mean, not to ruin the whole puzzle and the adventure and everything.
I was
but
wondering
I
was wondering when you were going to pull those out.
I can just teleport 5 feet to the left to a place I have obviously already been.
That is true.
The look on Jason's face is so good.
I was thinking, like,
You
man,
were
if I had
really
angel wings right now, this would be an
You
open
were
shut
really-
case.
You
If
were
only
ready
someone
to
had
be like,
angel wings.
cool.
Are you taking us-
I separated someone from the party. This is good radio material. Like, I could see it in his face. Like, he was like, this is gonna be an arc. And I'm like, sorry.
No, it's not. Not today.
I mean, I do have to
Palmer.
roll when I carry someone, so who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe it'll go back.
are you taking
Yeah.
us with you?
Yeah, you might just be
But-
stuck with me.
I just pop over to her side.
Oh,
Um,
Roll a failure and send us deeper into the cave. No, roll a failure and send us into a different cave.
well, you're
And
not
we have
going
no idea.
anywhere. I didn't take you with me. I'm just getting her.
thank you.
And then I think I'll just ask, is it dead?
Oh, I think so. And she like grabs the skeletal hand and kind of gives it a little shaky.
Just insert the bone rattling sound here.
Yeah.
Xylophone.
Pretty sure
Jason,
it's dead.
does this hurt her in any way?
No.
No, I'm
Okay.
just
All right, then we're good. All right, then I will grab her by the arm, and now I have to roll plus weird.
Oh boy.
Let's go. All right. You know,
So much for your grand
Failure.
plan there, Sarah.
Bro, this is a rough
and-
night. This is
Sarah
rough.
levels up.
Oh my God.
Not Sarah. Palmer levels up.
Yeah, Sarah's all
Sarah level's down.
Yeah.
I did level up. I did fail.
Oh God, where are we going? Is the question.
That's an excellent
And
question.
you know what? And you know what time it is?
Oh.
Time to figure that out on the next episode.